Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Prehistoric Speculation, where today we're going to be looking at the roadmap of everything that is going to be happening before the launch of Jurassic World Evolution 2. This is all the trailery sort of stuff and the species field guides and all of that. We'll be talking about the dates we think all of this is going to happen and how many of these species field guides and park manager field guides and whatever are going to be coming out before the game. Before we get into it though, please make sure to leave a like, and if you enjoy this video, subscribe at the end. Yeah, so let's get into it. First of all, I think this game will be releasing on the 12th of November. This is a bit speculative. However, because of recent information, we know it will be coming out after October. We know it will be coming out after October because one of the developers in the game said by the time the game comes out, he will have been there for 13 years. He joined in October and he is currently on his 12th year, meaning that the game will be coming out either after whatever date he joined in October or November. I doubt it will be coming out in December because that will be too close to the Christmas season, I think, for it to get the peak sales, and November is a quite popular game for games to release anyway. The 12th specifically is because it's 2 weeks into November and it's on a Friday, which makes sense for a day to release a game. But you have Friday night to install it and then Saturday and Sunday to play it. So it's just the best time for developers to release it because it's the best time for people to buy it, and it's the best time for the players to play it as well because it's the best time to be playing the game. So going off the information that I think it's going to be the 12th of November, that means we should be seeing 11 species field guides roughly before the game comes out. That's because there's about 13 Wednesdays before that, and Wednesday is the day where species field guides are released. However, sometimes they don't release a species field guide in a week because there's something like an end of month recap or a dev diary or something like that. And because of these weeks where there won't be a field guide, that's going to cut the number down a bit. Now, I don't want to talk about what is going to be in these field guides as well. Because roughly we should be getting 11, that means that they're going to have to choose what species they put into these field guides sort of going forward quite particularly. Because so far in the game we've seen 33 species, and if you didn't know, 33 is a bit more than 11. So obviously, almost none of those will be getting, or any of the baryonyx and the Parasaurolophus, almost none of them will be getting a species field guide because there's so limited amount of slots. They want to reserve it for the aquatic species because we know we'll be getting a few of those, the flying species because we know we'll be getting a few of those, and the new dinosaurs. So you want to see like a good mix in the 11 species field guides coming up until launch. So yeah, that's just sort of what I expect. So maybe the next one, which will be coming out tomorrow by the way, will be something like a Nasutoceratops. So I think after that we're probably moving into majoritarily new creature territory, stuff like the Pteranodon and Dimorphodon and all that sort of stuff as well. Moving on from that, there's going to be 3 end of month recaps before November, because November I don't think is going to need one really if the game's out at that point. They might do one. But yeah, there'll be the August recap, there'll be the September recap, there'll be the October recap. These are going to be the 3 ones that come out before the game is launched. They'll be recapping all the information. There's never usually too much information revealed there. On these events, we get either a species field guide or a park management guide, of which I think we're probably going to see 2 to 3 management field guides. One of them I think will be the veterinary system and that sort of thing, and I'm sure there'll be something else that we haven't quite seen, maybe talk about how to look after your aquatic creatures or something like that along those lines. So then there's the end of month things, which we'll see. They don't really reveal too much information. I reckon we'll probably get maybe 2 more dev diaries, maybe 3. These do have a lot of information in, but I doubt we'll be getting too many. These aren't really once a week sort of things. I reckon there'll be one every 2 months, so maybe one of these in September, and maybe one of these a few weeks before launch with the dev diaries. Moving on from all of that, I think we'll be getting a gameplay trailer and a release date trailer at Gamescom. If you don't know, the first game for Jurassic World Evolution was announced at Gamescom, which is coming up and is on the 28th of August, so mark your calendars for that, because that could be an exciting news drop. It's not confirmed, obviously, but you know, that could be interesting to see if it is. But yeah, with that, I think if they do a trailer, it will be obviously a gameplay trailer this time, hopefully. And it will also have the release date on it, I really hope and dream. So that should hopefully reveal. I'm putting my money on November 12th. Anyone wants to put bets on it with me, feel free to in the comments below. I'll take you up on that. So hopefully we'll be getting a trailer at Gamescom, or they'll be talking a bit. They won't really be talking about anything, but it will show some more beautiful gameplay, because the game is looking very beautiful at the moment. Of maybe the aquatics as well. Some actual in-game footage of them would be really nice, and it would be fitting for that to be announced at Gamescom. I'd imagine not long after this we would be getting a full roster release, maybe in late September, I'd imagine, because you can't really release a game without telling people what's in it, I'd imagine. So yeah, we'll be getting a full rush release, or if anything else in the gameplay demos, which they also, I reckon, will be doing some point in September, maybe October, for people like Best in Slot and slightly more popular dinosaur YouTubers. Not myself, I haven't been invited to any of this sort of stuff. But yeah, there'll be some gameplay demos for them, and they'll be able to scroll through the hatchery menu and see all the silhouettes, and from there we'll be able to make fairly solid estimates as to what all these dinosaurs will be. But yeah, so by then we should have a full roster. We'll know, hopefully, what the aquatic and flying creatures are and how the systems from both of those work. By October, I'm almost certain we will. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting couple months with Jurassic World Evolution 2 news. And it is incredibly soon the game is going to come out as well, which is really nice to see. Like, I was expecting maybe when it was announced that it's going to say, oh, it's going to be June 2022, but no, it's coming by the end of 2021, and probably only in a couple months, to be fair, or a few months, but yeah, that's cool. So, the only other thing left, really, is the pre-order sort of thing. The pre-order, I think, will start at some point in October, probably mid-October, maybe the 15th, 16th, that sort of time is when the pre-order will start. The pre-order, obviously, is when you can buy a game before it comes out. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. I beg it doesn't get delayed. That'd be really depressing. With the pre-order, I imagine what they did with they'll do the same as they did with the last game, or there'll be 5, 6, or 7, maybe, new species that you get with the pre-order from the deluxe edition. It'll obviously be purchasable separately, but you'll get it automatically if you're a pre-order purchaser, basically. So yeah, that will probably hopefully have a couple, maybe one aquatic extra and one flying extra, plus 5 new land creatures, which will bring it up to 7, which I think is a reasonable amount to ask for, especially since it's like the deluxe edition. It's one of the more expensive DLCs, other than the campaign DLCs like Claire's campaign and that sort of thing. That it would be pretty expensive, so it would be nice to see a bit more content than we did in the last game for that. But yeah, so it's looking really exciting. We should be getting tons and tons of news over the coming weeks. Mark Wednesday on your calendars. Just remember that Wednesday is Species Field Guide Day. Unless Frontier or Jurassic World Evolution 2's Twitter says otherwise, you can always just assume that there'll be one on Wednesday. Usually released around 4 o'clock, sort of. Again, I'll be releasing analysis of this tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not busy, because it's taking me a while to get these videos out, so I do apologise for that. So, anyway, that is the video. I really, really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving it a like. It really helps me out quite a bit. Please subscribe. Subscribing is really nice to see. It's like a huge morale boost and all that sort of stuff. And if you have any of your own theories about this sort of stuff, comment. And if there's any topics you want me to make a video on as well, please comment those below too, because the idea well is sort of running dry, and the news is at the moment in a bit of a dry spell. Hopefully that picks up again soon. I shouldn't be ungrateful. We've had some good news drops in the last couple weeks, but for the last week or so it's been a bit empty, so hopefully that picks up again soon. It should with Gamescom anyway, hopefully. I'm still dreaming. But anyway, yes, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.